Hi lovelies, it's Jo from Angels and Ancestors. I've been trying to find my little brush that I use on my table. I think the cat's been up here. I'm going to have to clean these cloths at the weekend, so I do apologise in advance if you can see all the bits and pieces on it. Right, so these are going to be your general readings for the week. The 25th, I think it's the 2nd, 25th, yeah, the 2nd. So the 25th of November to the 2nd of December. I'm going to do something slightly different today. I've got these beautiful new tiny little cards. Absolutely so pretty. They're called energy cards. Let's get you the box so you can see. They're called energy cards, and I just thought that perhaps a way forward for the readings, maybe for the new year, so we'll see how this goes, that we could pull a couple of energy cards to start the reading off, to find out where your energy is, or possibly could be. I don't really want to pull more than a couple because I don't want to overcomplicate things at the moment. Maybe a few more once Christmas and New Year and the holidays and everything is out of the way and we're all back to kind of normal, whatever normal is. So let's ask these lovely new cards if they can give us some energy ideas for the collective for the general reading. The 25th to the 2nd of 25th of November to the 2nd of December, please. For general reading. Because they're new, they may not play ball because I've tried to charge them with a selenite and maybe they need a bit longer. Let's see what happens though. As you know, I do like to work with cards that kind of come out of the deck themselves, even if they kind of just push up a little bit or a lot, or they fly out across the room as they do. Oh, okay, so I think the collective is devoid of energies at the moment. So come on little cards, let's have couple of energy cards for the collective for a general reading, please, for the 25th of November to the 2nd. Thank you. There's a whole wad of them. I don't know why cards do that. Oh, right, we'll take those. I'm good with those. Okay, so oh, I've done it again. I'm sorry, lovelies. I've got to go and get my glasses. So, your energies are the number 2 card, which is called Journey. The number 8 card is Indecision. Oh my goodness, do you not know which way to go? Oh wow, and number 34 is Door to Personal Healing and Happiness. So they're the 3 cards we've pulled for your energies. Let's see where this general reading will take us. Now keep in mind, these are general readings. They're not going to resonate for everybody. You can switch the roles around. You can kind of figure out whether or not there's somebody around you rather than yourself taking part. So bear with us because we read for loads and loads and loads of people. I just noticed that I was kind of looking at how many subs I'd got, which isn't I'm really grateful for you guys, I really am. It's not an awful lot, but I didn't realise that I'd got hundreds of hits on the channel, so I'm kind of like a little bit blown away. And we'll surge forward in the new year to try and wheedle out what's not working and kind of put in what is working. I think a lot of people love the what the fuck reading. The general reading doesn't seem to be as popular, but you know, we can switch it up. So for the general reading, you have got the green man for your current situation. Can I have a challenge card, please, for the collective for the 25th of November to the 2nd of December? Thank you. Okay. A foundation card, please. This general reading. Oh, that there. Put them all back in. It'll come out again if it's supposed to. Have a foundation card, please, from the 25th of November to the 20th. Thank you. Ooh. And can I have got your back or supporting card, please, for the collective? Thank you. Nice. Thoughts and feelings card for the collective, please. Other thoughts and feelings card for this general reading, the 25th to the 2nd of December, please. One there flipped. Oh, what again? Oh my goodness, you guys have really got to stop thinking that you're tied up in knots. Right, can I have a card for the future, please? Thank you. Ooh, we have a king. Okay, lovely. So to start off your reading, we have the green man, and the green man is the full card in other decks. This is a nice card. It's about new beginnings, it's about fresh new starts, it's about starting something you don't quite understand the process of, and it's kind of like a toddler that is touching and grabbing and feeling the world around them. You're kind of starting that process again for yourself, and that is your current situation. So I don't know at the moment whether it's job orientated, it possibly could be, but it's definitely a different way of being for yourself, and it may well throw you out of your comfort zone a little bit, because your challenge is the horned god. Now the horned god is the protector of wildlife, wild animals, forest trees, you name it. He's the protector, he's the guardian. And I get the feeling that you are used to being a guardian of some sort, whether you've been a carer for somebody or whether you have looked after something or somebody for a long time. And I'm kind of getting that this new way of being is because you've come out of this role of protector or guardian. Could even be that you were a teacher, maybe you've retired. But yeah, this new thing, this new journey that you're embarking on, I'm kind of getting from this that it's something that you've wanted to do for a long time, and now it's here. You're kind of a little bit, oh, what do I do? Where do I start? How do I go about this? Kind of let go of this guardian thing, and sit down with yourself. I'm a great one for lists. Write yourself lists. The things that you used to do, the things that you'd like to do, the things that are possible straight away, the things that could be in the future. And start manifesting. Scribe, manifest, affirmations, all of that sort of stuff. Just because I think you've been doing that anyway. And the reason I said about teachers, because in your foundation you've got the 3 of Pence, and this card would tell me that there is a teacher and a pupil situation, and very often I get that the tutor teaches the pupil, but the pupil can just as well teach the tutor, and it becomes vice versa. So the pupil becomes the teacher and the teacher becomes the pupil, and it's a two-way street of learning. It's a two-way street of being. I'm kind of getting that for you guys this is quite spiritual. It is not just something you did for a job. It is something you thoroughly enjoyed, and it's something that you are going to continue to do, but maybe in a slightly different light. But your foundation with the magical standing stones is very strong. You have a very good foundation, and you're standing well on it. So although this new beginning has kind of like knocked you off your pedestal a little bit, I'm not even going to say, do you know what, I don't think it's even knocked you. I just think that you may be just a little bit lost, and you need to find that new cause to throw yourself into. You're not the kind, whoever this is for, you're not the kind of person who cannot have something that they are involved in doing. You have to have something that you can get your teeth into. You have to have something that you can journey to, not just physical journeys but spiritual journeys that will stretch you and develop you all, and you need that continuously. Now, the thing that has got your back or is supporting you at the moment is the 2 of Cups. Now this is partnerships. It could be a husband, a wife, a boyfriend, a girlfriend. It could be extremely close friends. It could be sisters. It could be brothers. It could be brother and sister. It's all sorts of relationships. But whoever this is has got your back. They have got your back, and they are holding the cups up, saying, I've got this. We've got this. We can do this. We can accomplish this. It's not a problem. So in your thoughts, again, do you know how many times this has come out this last week? I can't believe it came again. You have the 8 of Athames, and this card tells you do nothing. But because it's in your thoughts, I'm kind of getting that you may be self-restricting a little bit. I don't think it's a case that you should do nothing, because I think you've got some really good stuff going on here. And you've got a journey in your energy card as well. But you've got an indecision as well. You've got an indecision card. I wonder if that's what it is. You're indecisive, and it's kind of stopping you from getting to where you need, want, or have to be. So that's this kind, but it's in your thoughts. It's you doing this. This is your thoughts. This isn't an outside influence. This is in your thoughts. I don't know whether you're telling yourself that either the time's not right, or you haven't got, I'm getting that you're not getting the right messages to surge forward. So what messages is it that you're waiting for? Is it a divine message that you need to give you a shove, or is it a message from somebody else that, yes, I've got your back, and no, don't worry about this guardian bit, because that's resolved itself. Has it resolved itself? I've just had that because you're a guardian, your challenge could be that you're worried about the consequences if you lay down your bow and you don't stand guard anymore, you don't protect anymore. You know, sometimes we have to move away from our comfort zones in order to grow ourselves, and likewise those that we try to guide, guard and protect, for us to move away from them, it helps them to grow as well as people, as human beings. And sometimes it's necessary for you to make the decision to go on a journey, and it doesn't have to be a physical journey, and I know I bang on about this, it's also spiritual, mental and emotional. And also because in your energy you've got the doors open for, what was it, healing and something else, wasn't it? For healing and happiness. Doors are open for healing and happiness. Perhaps it's because you haven't been all that happy of late. Although people have got your back and you've got a fantastic foundation, I think you've kind of bound yourself to this situation, and your thoughts are telling you you've bound yourself to this situation. Now, going forward, you've got the King of Athames. Now, this king knows his stuff. He is highly regarded, he is highly intelligent, he is highly qualified. He very often comes over as a solicitor or a lawyer, a teacher, an educator of sorts. But definitely I'm getting that he is in the law profession, and going forward I'm kind of getting the feeling that you may need to look at some legal documents in order for you to do your journey, that will make you feel a bit safer around this journey. That do you know, it's so strong. You've definitely got a journey of some sort to go on, but I do think it relies on this legal stuff. I don't know if you need to do power of attorney around something, or if you would need to write a living will. Okay. Okay. Right, so we've got the Five of Cups, and normally when I see this five, either I'm seeing that the one cup's spilt and the other cup needs to be spilt, or purposely spilling. But I'm getting that this is a reluctant spilling. This is something that you know you need to do to move forward, to be able to become your own person again. But you are kind of resisting this, like with the Athames there, you're resisting this situation for some reason. I'm not really getting what the reason is. Then you've got the Moon, which is illumination. Something is being illuminated, so your messages are coming through that you need to move on with this. And the Moon's going to illuminate either a given situation or a thought or a feeling that you've got that you really need to start acting upon. It's showing you a pathway, it's showing you the way forward. And the reason I'm saying that is because you have the High Priest. This could be male or female, but they work on intuition. In your heart, you know, you're being told and you know what is right for you, but I feel you're holding back for something else. You're at the top of your game. You really are. Whatever you teach, whatever it is that you show how to do, or you allow others to help you develop, you do the same for them. I'm kind of getting that you are really astute in what you do. You know your stuff, you know your magic, you know your potions and lotions, you know your standing stones are there to protect you. You can see the sun shining down on you, and you, as you know, the sun is the yes in the pack. So I'm kind of thinking that you know what the end result of this journey is going to be, but there is some hesitation along the way. But do you know, it's not a massive, I don't feel that it's a massive hesitation. I think it's a hesitation within yourself. It isn't born from something or somebody else. I think it is just you self-restricting. And I've been getting that for people all week, is this self-restriction. We all do it. We all allow other things to influence us that tells us that we can't, or we mustn't, or we shouldn't. And then we take that on board and we put that into our psyche. And you go to do something, you think, oh no, I mustn't do that, or shouldn't do that, or so yeah, try to lift the blindfold. You know, even if you can't wiggle free altogether, try and lift the blindfold and see what the illumination is from this moon. And can I have some advice from the archangels for this general reading for the 25th to the 2nd of December, please? Oh, there we have them, straight on the floor. Right, so we have got 5 of Ariel, and this says, you needn't go through your current challenges alone, help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. What was I just saying about self-restriction? Self-fulfilling prophecies. There you go. And then we have the 3 of Michael. And this beautiful card says, please release the past. You will grow from your situation. Time heals all wounds. And we had healing in your energy cards. 8 of Ariel, and it says, take great pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional education and training. What was we saying? Couldn't make this up, could you? So the 7 of Gabriel is stand up for what you believe in, have confidence, claim your personal power. This is turning out to be a really lovely reading. Queen of Raphael, follow your heart. Love of home and family, trustworthy psychic information. What was I saying about your intuition being right? You know it's right. You know it's good and strong at the moment. As I said, you're at the top of your game as far as that goes. I hope you can see all these cards. I'm still not 100% sure about this camera. So we're going to ask Gaia for some guidance for this reading. That came out really quick. She was okay, you have got thinking of you. Somebody is thinking of you. You've got loving thought, serendipity. So lovelies, you've got the sun again. It's really bright, it's illuminating, it's showing you the way, it's saying yes to you. Somebody is obviously thinking about you, somebody has got your back. It's time to think about yourself as well. And you've got amethyst, and amethyst says transformation, certainty and confidence. So you need to be more certain about your situation and where you're going on this journey. Yep, okay. And then you've got apprehension, move out into the world, doubt and fear. And that's basically telling you not to have doubt and fear, because you can move out in the world, you can do this. This is your journey, this is your life's path. And to be kind of self-restricting and, you know, putting restrictions and obstacles in your pathway yourself is just daft, to be perfectly honest. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. It's daft. You really need to have more faith in yourself, because you've just got so many abilities. And he's been out this week as well, so I think he's telling us something. The angels and the ancestors, could we have some wisdom and knowledge? Oh, what's that one? Okay, so we have the sage, which says, be devoted and committed. And then you have the elder, which says, move beyond ancestral patterns. It's time to make your own pattern. It's time for you to get out there. It is time for you to become devoted and committed to whatever this journey is. It's definitely a journey, folks. I'm not seeing anything else. And I'm kind of getting the feeling, because it's a massive message I am getting, that this is a journey that you are physically going to go on, that is going to affect your spirituality, your emotional well-being, and your mental well-being. I think it's a huge journey, but it could be a journey of ascension, which means that there's going to be doubt that it's the right thing, but it is absolutely the right thing. Any more dreams from guys? Take that one. Ooh. So we have the 6 of water. I do love this card. This is about reflection. It's about, he's looking in the mirror and he's seeing his face perfectly, and he's perfection himself. But when we're looking at him, we can see the imperfections, and it's the acceptance of those imperfections that we no longer see them. We no longer carry those. It's only other people that see them. We accept our imperfections, and we accept that we are never going to be perfect. But we work with that and strive for that. And it's all about going with the flow and accepting that you are never going to be perfect. You are always going to have flaws. But it's what you do with those flaws, and how you approach them, and whether you let them govern you or whether you govern them. So just go with the flow. I do love this card. Okay. The Queen of Air in this deck is slightly different to the Queen of Swords. When I see the Queen of Swords, I kind of get messages and all of that. With this particular Queen, although I see messages, I see divine messages. I see messages of wisdom and knowledge. I see her, if you look into her eyes, there is a reflection coming back at her. So the message that she's getting, she is seeing it very clearly. And this message is all about flight and moving forward, and surging forward to find your knowledge base. She could be male or female, but she's definitely, this is messages from the angels, held up by the wisdom of the owl, all seeing, all knowing, but saying very little. Yeah, she's pretty wonderful. Do you know something? I'm going to have a little read and see what else we can get from her, because she is quite a complex card. Is that the lovely one? It is. So she's saying she is wise, she is observant, she's truthful and analytical. And what she tells you is it's time to be realistic, be observant. So those messages that are coming to you, accept them with your eyes as well as with your ears. Plan and organise, determine your course of action. Be decisive and precise, and it says that you're indecisive at the moment, so she's telling you you've got to be decisive and choose your words with care. Stick to facts, don't allow your intellect to alienate. So although you've got this wonderful intellect, and you're very, very highly evolved, but it's saying don't let your intellect alienate you from others. Yeah, she's able to organise, and the intellectual side, the wisdom, the knowledge, all of that is so important to this queen. And you know, I'm getting that she stands in her power, and although it says don't let your intellect alienate, she will not let her integrity be compromised because it may alienate somebody. She will stand in her power, she will stand in her truth, and that's what she's telling you that you should be doing at this time. And when you look at your energy cards with the journey which we've been talking about, and you look at the indecision, it may be that you're journeying towards this door to personal healing and happiness, and what she's doing is she's giving you some guidance that you know you can do this journey. It's safe to do this journey because you know how to do it, you know how to plan, you know how to plot and make decisions on facts rather than innuendo. So I think she's a beautifully strong card to get in the reading, especially as you are feeling so indecisive. I think you needed her to come out along with the water telling you to go with the flow, but you needed her to tell you to stand your ground and to get moving, make the plans. Don't just sit there and think about it, make plans. Okay, so we're going to ask the fairies for some wishes for this general reading. Anything else from the fairies? Okay, so the first one that came out was spiritual teacher. And this says your life's purpose involves teaching others about healing and spirituality. Now, isn't that strange? Because we were talking about that a little bit earlier, and I think that that is one of your life's purposes. And with that coming out, I'm so certain that this journey is going to move you away from a physical situation to a spiritual situation, and it is going to be phenomenal for you. And you've got a new home, and it says moving is a step in the right direction for you. Now, I know some people would go, oh, new home, new house and all the rest of it. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to move physically. Your new home could be a spiritual home. It could be, oh, it came out quick. It could be somewhere in your head that you are feeling safe in. So, yeah, if you kind of have a shift, it may be a physical home. It may well be a physical home, but whatever it is, it's going to be good for you. It's going to help you move into this journey and get into the swing of making the plans to continue this journey that's already started. Any other blessed be cards, please? Thank you. Right, so your blessings for this week are blessing to ease loneliness and to bring companionship. A blessing for unity where once there was division. A blessing from your ancestors. And a blessing of the earth. My lovelies, that's your general reading for the 25th of November to the 2nd of December 2019. Listen, my loves, Like, share and subscribe. Thank you for putting up with it, because I know these general readings are a bit long, and I will catch up with you in the next reading. Blessed be. Bye for now.